I'm like shit. I hopped out so quick. Then I raised my blick and I don't miss. I have 2 shots and hit him with shit. Now Barbie quick. What you finna do? Cause this gonna make the news, gonna make you move. So that bitch get it cause she looking confused. I broke the room. Okay. And I have the young I know you mad cause I look the man. You must sleep there. Okay. Alright, you guys. So, well, bon voyage, my nigga. What goes up must come. Okay. What's good, guys? Alright, so today we are going to be talking about risk in your management, managing your risk in your management. Alright, so, um, oh, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, risk management. So, give me a minute to catch my trader's breath. Alright, so risk management. What can we say about risk management? It's simply identifying how much you are willing to risk or how much you're willing to lose in the market before you place a trade. Okay, so for instance, I know you guys are seeing some of these big forex influencers that you look up to or we all look up to, and then we are all like, oh, when am I going to buy a Lambo, when am I going to buy a Lamborghini, Chevrolet Camaro, Porsche, Dodge Challenger, SRT, the rest, all of those types of cars, and just live a fancy ass lifestyle, going to the beach to do God knows what. But it's like in this life there are levels. Okay, so we start one step at a time, start growing consistently. Okay, so and when it comes to forex, it's the same thing. So you don't want to be putting in, let's say you have $1,000 in the market or $1,000 in your balance, MT5 balance. Okay, you have that there, you have it there, and then you are like, okay, I'm going to risk. You have 1,000. You're risking 500 on one trade. Are we being for real? You yourself know that if you lost that trade today, you will not be. You will cry. You know it. Like I didn't. Nobody's sending you to go and do that, bro. Why are you doing that shit, man? That's crazy. Just saying. Okay, so it's like that. Like, and the funny thing is that when you now do it, you are not ready to lose it. So all of a sudden your emotions start to creep in, you start to feel antsy, you start to be very, very any small move that any small pip drop, jeez, should I take it out? Should I you are not at rest again because $500, bro, out of 1K, bro. Like, are we being real, really? Are we being for real? For real? Like, or you have $100 and you're risking 50. You can't jump. It's a gradual process. How do you want to master your strategy if you are doing it like that? Just saying, like, how do you want to master your strategy, bro? How do you want to have confidence in the one thing that is going to give you an edge over these fucking markets to be able to think like the casino and trade like the fucking casino? You have to exercise discipline and know your risk. The risking 1% is it's for me, like I feel like it's more about knowing your risk than risking that 1%. If you're a beginner, it's advisable to risk 1% so that I can have more opportunities to trade over a long period of time. So for instance, if you have $100 and you're just starting, you can be risking $1 per trade. The reason you're risking that $1 per trade is not for you to make profits. It's for you to say, okay, I want to try and see if my strategy works, I want to see the risk to reward ratio it gives me. I want to see the win rate. I want to see the average risk to reward. You want to see all those data so you can accumulate it together over a long period of time and be able to say, okay, this strategy gives me this. And you're able to, like, bro, you're able to play more off of that because even in there are sometimes when you might not be able to there are times that you might not be able to, you know, place a trade, maybe you're in between. Then suddenly you just, like I've done it before, you just look at the risk to reward and see if it's balanced out, and you're like, if it doesn't, nah, it doesn't balance out. Okay, so like those type of things will help you. Okay, so for instance, you cannot like, and on average, you want to have like an average 1 to 2 RR, not a 1 to 1, because hello, we are risking real money in order to get money, okay, and we don't want to get the same amount that we're risking. How would that make sense? Okay, so I want to risk at least 1 to 2. My strategy gives me at least a 1 to 3, but you can risk like a 1 to 2. Okay, the minimum that my strategy gives me is like a 1 to 3, but you can risk like 1 to 2. Okay, that's how much your strategy should at least give you. Okay, do you understand? So things like, for instance, let's say liquidity sweep here, and then there's a break of structure here, right here. Okay, so let's say you have 389 points as your 1%, and you're looking forward to getting a 1 to 2. So that would be like 389. You're getting like 400, and you know, for you to get like a 1 to 2. Sorry, a 600, and okay, 600, and yeah, for you to get a 1 to 2, not the 400, 600, and so like just how it works. Okay, so your average risk to reward should be at least 1 to 2. So that is majorly what risk management entails. All right, so um, I think that's majorly it. Yeah. So this is going to be a short one. I have to run. So hopefully you guys understand what risk management is and what it entails. If you don't, go and like rewatch it again. But that's just everything about risk management. Okay, so I'll see you guys.